Hi, I'm Kate and today I will show you how to turn two of these crochet squares into a simple drawstring bag. You will find all the links in the description box below. The heart square pattern is available as a written pattern and a video tutorial. You will also find a link to the free written pattern for this bag, which we will make today. To start, you need two of these squares. They don't have to be the same color, it's entirely up to you. However, I recommend using the same type and brand of yarn. In my case, it's Hobby Portobello. I also have a 3.5mm crochet hook, but you can use any hook corresponding with your yarn weight. Let's start with one of the squares. Each side has 10 stitches and a chain space in each corner. My first stitch is a standing double crochet. Alright, I tie a slip knot on my hook, yarn over, and carefully work a standing double crochet into the chain space. I start in the top right corner of the square in the chain space. We practiced making standing stitches in the original heart square tutorial, but if you prefer, you can make a turning chain of 3 instead of the first double crochet. Next, make a regular double crochet still in the same chain space. We need 2. Great, now let's make 1 double crochet in each of the stitches on the side, so 10 of them. When you reach the next chain space, work 2 double crochets there. Then let's make a corner, so 2 chain stitches. Now on this side we'll be making half double crochets, so shorter stitches. We want the bag to have a slightly elongated shape. Start this side by working 2 half double crochets in the corner chain space. The stitches in the chain space will have different heights, but that's okay. Now make 1 half double crochet in each stitch on this side. And 2 half double crochets into the chain space. Now 2 chain stitches again to make some space in the corner, and let's switch to double crochets again. 2 double crochets in the chain space, one double crochet in each of the stitches, and 2 double crochets in the chain space again. Next, 2 chain stitches to make a corner, and we switch to half double crochets on this side. 2 half doubles into the chain space, one half double in each stitch on the side, two half doubles in the last corner chain space, two chain stitches, and a slip stitch in the first double crochet to close the round. Great! If you want to change the yarn color, cut it. Repeat this round on the second square. Next, we will build a row along the top edge of the square. This is our drawstring row, where we later thread the string through the stitches. We now have 14 stitches on one side and 2 chain spaces in the corners. Again, I start in the top right corner with a standing double crochet and I work it in the chain space. Next, 1 double crochet in each stitch, so 14 of them along the side of the square. Lastly, 1 double crochet in the corner chain space. Great! Cut the yarn and repeat in another square. Alright, let's join the 2 squares now. Position them one on the other, wrong sides together. Now see how the stitches align. It's an important step because they are pointing the opposite ways. Can you see that? The V's look like arrows going in 2 different directions. We have to pair them. You can use stitch markers to join the 2 parts together and mark the beginning and the end of each side. In this round, we will work through both layers at once. Now prepare the yarn of your choice and make a slip knot on the hook. We want to leave the top open, so I'm gonna start joining the squares from the top left corner here and go down and around. Locate these double crochets on the edge, the ones oriented differently. We'll be working in the stitches through both layers. I start with a standing single crochet, so no yarn overs, just going straight under both stitches and pull up a loop. Now work it like a regular single crochet. Great! Make 4 more single crochets in the same space, so we have 5 in total. Cool, now we have our chain space, the corners of the square. Let's work 3 single crochets there. Next, we have the regular stitches on the sides. We're going to make single crochets, but through the back loop of the top stitch and the front loop of the bottom stitch, alright? Through the 2 inner loops, leaving the outer ones. Count the stitches as you go. We have to have 14. Great! Now let's make 3 single crochets in the corner chain space and move to another side. Here again we want to make 1 single crochet in each stitch, so 14 in total, working through 2 inner loops. This creates a nice line along the edges. Now 3 single crochets in the corner. And let's climb up again. 14 single crochets through the inner loops, just like we did on the 2 other sides. Here we are near the chain space again, so let's make 3 single crochets there. And 5 single crochets in this corner double crochets. Don't cut the yarn unless you want to change the color, and let's go straight to creating this ruffle. We should have 32 stitches along the opening, 16 on each side. Make 1 slip stitch. Start by making 4 chain stitches. Then make 2 treble crochets in each stitch all around. By increasing the number of stitches, we will create a delicate ruffle. Continue all around and I will meet you at the end. When you reach the corners and it's difficult to find the corner stitches, you can work between the stitches if it makes things easier. Alright, here are my last increases and my turning chain, which works like one treble. Our last stitches of the round will be one treble right next to this turning chain between the stitches. And a slip stitch to close it off completely. Cut the yarn and secure the last stitch. Now it's a good time to turn the bag inside out, tie and weave in the yarn ends. Our bag is almost ready. All we need is a drawstring, or to be precise, 2 strings. Crochet 2 chains, roughly 30 centimeters each. In my case, they are about 70 stitches long. Check the length by folding them in half, after which they must be longer than the width of your bag. Next, weave these strings through the drawstring row, going under 2 stitches and over 1. Lead the string on the outside and repeat on the other side. Then tie the ends of the string. You can position it so that the knot is on the inside of the bag, or finish it off in a decorative way and leave it outside. Then repeat the process with the second string, but starting and ending on the opposite side. Now test your bag. If it closes when you pull both strings at once, it's ready. If not, closely rewatch the part where I show how to weave the strings in. And that's all. Thank you for watching. As I said, the free written pattern for this project, as well as other useful stuff, are linked in the description box below. If you find this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Click the bell button to get a notification whenever I post something new. Thanks and have a creative day!